Hey guys, it's Coach Kathy, the bariatric cheerleader. I've lost and been maintaining 150 pounds, and this is my channel where we talk about all things weight loss. Also, we've been doing a few other things like sharing some thrifting hauls, and today's Friday, so I thought I would do a Frugal Friday post. And while my dog was being groomed at the groomer today, and my other dog was at the vet, I decided to go to our local thrift store and to the local grocery store and see what I could get that was on sale. So Fridays can be a really good time to go grocery shopping for sales because a lot of last week's or earlier in the week things are going to be marked down to make way for the new stuff that's going to be put out for the weekend shoppers. So it's a great chance to go see what's been marked down, especially for produce. And you know I like it when you shop the perimeter of the grocery store, not so much the aisles. So let's see what I got. First of all, these were not on sale, but they're delicious. These are called Autumn Crisp Grapes. They are humongous. They're the size of my eyeball, literally. Like they're huge, they're crispy, they're sweet. I love them. They were not on sale, but those were just so good. We're gonna go through the whole grocery haul. I've been on like a Vietnamese pho kick, and I wanted to try, making it myself. I never have yet, but I know you need beef bone. And so beef is really expensive now, guys. It's just going up and up. It just doesn't seem to be coming down anytime soon. So when I see a sale sticker, I'm gonna pay attention when it's on beef. So this is a bone-in shank stewing beef. So I'm actually gonna use my Instant Pot. I'm gonna brown this off, and then I'm gonna cook this with some garlic and some ginger and onions and carrots and other aromatics and star anise, and let that go for a few hours in the Instant Pot. Probably like 2 hours actually, and that will be the equivalent of like 24 hours. And it's going to make a beautiful broth that I can go make Vietnamese pho with. But even just for, this does have a lot of meat on it, but even for a piece that has a lot of bone, this still regular was $12.40, and it's not huge. So it's good to get it on sale. My husband Christopher is a huge fan of hot Italian sausage. This was on sale, 30% off. I have to take a ferry boat to get where I'm going anywhere because I live on an island, so I like to have food to eat on the way home across the ferry if it's lunchtime or whatever. I ended up just eating my grapes, but I did buy this little side salad, which I'll probably have in a little bit, and it was 50% off of $5, and you do get a dressing included with it. There was some homemade guacamole that still looks great. This was 50% off and of $5, so that was $2.50 for a good amount of guac. I might actually mix that in with my salad. I love Liberty Greek yogurt. This is not low carb. So this is what I would consider an 20% food using the 80-20 rule. And so this is up there with carbs. It's gonna be about 20 carbs a serving after you take out any fiber or whatever. But these taste like dessert, and they're normally $8 a piece. These were $4 each. So I got the raspberry cheesecake and the key lime pie. I've had them both before. They are delicious. Just use portion control. Don't sit down and eat the whole thing. Portion out one portion size into a bowl and enjoy it. And on that note too, President's Choice comes out with these peppermint flavored ice cream treats only at Christmas time. I didn't buy them this year, and then I saw them and they're on clearance because they're not going to be replenished because they're just a seasonal item. So again, this is a 20% food, and I'm totally going to enjoy these peppermint candy cane cookie dough bite things. I absolutely adore London Fogs and Earl Grey tea. And so this is new. It was 50% off, but it is a London Fog Greek yogurt. So this is going to have lavender and vanilla and Earl Grey tea mixed into Greek yogurt. So it'll be a serving of protein with this. It's not sugar-free, so there is 8 grams of sugar in this. But again, I'm in maintenance. It's not a huge deal. Here in Canada, our version of like the store brand or off brand is called No Name. And so a lot of times when no-name things go on sale, I'll get them. You can open up my cupboards and most things are actually going to be yellow. And so I did get some cream of mushroom soup and some tomato soup on sale. Campbell's tomato soup now is sometimes like $4 for one can over here. So it can be pricey. I do find No Name is not as good as Campbell's, but if I'm using it like in something like sweet and sour meatballs or cabbage rolls or something, I don't care that it's not Campbell's tomato soup. But if I'm going to sit down and have a bowl of tomato soup, I do prefer it to be Campbell's. But for cooking, I don't mind this. I'm also on a Middle Eastern Mediterranean food kick, and they use a lot of fresh herbs, specifically dill and mint in a lot of their things. So I picked up those. These were not on sale. And you know I cannot walk by a new dill pickle product and not try it. These are fava beans. It's a far better choice than chips. It's going to give you some good protein and fiber in here and a nice little crunchy snack. I rarely pay regular price for produce. If it's not on sale, I usually just don't buy it, or I go buy frozen instead. So I was super excited when fresh cherries were 50% off. I adore fresh cherries, and they're so healthy for you. They're really good for your urinary tract and your kidney, and they're just delicious. And they're fairly low in sugar too, which is great. Again, produce. I'll be shocked if you can ever walk into a grocery store and not find one of the bag salad mixes on for 50% off. There is no wilting in this at all. I mean, you do have to look, but I mean, I can always walk out of there with a beautiful looking salad that's 50% off. And some cherry tomatoes to go along with it. Cherry tomatoes last on the cupboard for quite some time. You don't need to put these in the fridge. They're fine right on your counter. They're not gonna go bad quickly on the counter, and they'll retain a sweetness. And the second they get super cold, there's like a layer of flavor that goes away once they've been cold. And even if you bring them back out and bring them back up to temperature, you don't get that sweet element to them. So keep your tomatoes out of the fridge. I bought a butternut squash so I can roast this off and have this as a side dish. It's a little lower carb than some of your other squashes, and this wasn't on sale, but it's part of what I bought in my grocery haul. And the last thing were mangoes. These were on for $1.29 each. They're normally about $3 or $4 a piece. And so I have cilantro in the fridge that I got at Walmart yesterday and some jalapenos. And so I thought I would do like a little fresh fruit salsa and maybe have that with haddock. So total cost, this came to $87. And in today's economy, for this much fresh produce and to have gotten some meat too, I think I did pretty well, especially with dairy products. They're very expensive in Canada, so I always get those when they're on sale too. So this is for my husband, Christopher, and I. This will last us the week, along with some things that I got yesterday. I'm trying to just do 1 week of grocery shopping at a time and shop sales and not overbuy. That's one of my little goals for 2025. And on that note, it's more sustainable. I mean, so much of this really good food just gets thrown away. And I hate waste. And I think thrifting kind of like instilled that in me. It's not that I'm trying to be so eco-friendly or whatever, but I don't like waste. And so if I can get something that's just as good and half the price, I'm going to do it. And on that note, I got 2 really, really good finds today while I was thrifting. I did get a really cute, just kind of pink crop sweater. I'm trying to get out of wearing all black and white because I usually wear a lot of that. And I really branched out and got gray, but this was like a really warm, kind of like thermal shirt. And I got a pair of jeans, which are no big deal, but I'm really trying to get out of skinny jeans. So if they're boot cut or wide leg, I'm going for them. They were $2 or $3. Been really into birds too lately. Like I like little ceramic birds and little, I don't know if I'm in like my knick-knack era or what, but we have a wood stove, and I saw a girl on TikTok who had like a really cool vessel for her long matchsticks. And I bought the stickers that are like the striker pad for the match. So I'm going to put that on bottom. It's actually a circle shape like it was meant to be. And then I'm going to put my matches in here, and I'll just be able to light them and put them into my wood stove. This was $1. But little old me was walking along the purse aisle, and I just didn't expect much. I don't usually find like luxury or high-end purses at this particular thrift store that I was at today. But then I spied this guy, and I was just like, oh, well, that's kind of a pretty shape and style. And then I'm like, holy smokes, that's a Dooney and Burke leather. You know, it's not coming apart at the seams. It's not, sometimes underneath the handle, they'll get cracked or worn, or you'll see wear and tear. This is in beautiful shape. And I couldn't believe it. My sister loves Dooney and Burke. I just gave her one for her 50th birthday last night. And then I thought, holy cow, I can't believe there's a Dooney here. And then there were 2. I got 2 Dooney and Burke all leather purses. These are beautiful. Again, the stitching, there's no dirt on the bottoms. There's no dirt on the inside. I don't know if somebody got these as a gift and didn't know what they were. I mean, these are in immaculate condition. And the 2 Dooney and Burkes, my fish, my jeans, and 2 sweaters, the grand total was $16. So I got clothes and all this food for under $100 today. So I think I did pretty good. I might have been like $103. But anyways, that's what happens when you shop sales, when you don't mind secondhand and you don't mind looking at the 50% off items. It pays to be thrifty. So happy Frugal Friday, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Not 1, but 2 Doonies.